Hello everybody and welcome to JSmith takes a quick look at Boson X or Boson X. I don't really know, but anyways, it was developed by Australian-based company Mew and Heyo, which I'm assuming is also Ian McClarty and John Kearney from what we can see on this title screen. Regardless, Boson X is a 3D tunnel runner with rotation mechanic. It's fast-paced, unrelenting, and pretty damn addicting if I do say so myself. This game is currently available for free on Windows, Mac, and Linux. It's also available on the Apple App Store for the iPhone, iPad, and iPod Touch for $1.99. I think that's enough of an introduction. Let's get into the game. So I'm just going to click on the old start menu. I'm not even going to click on it. I'm just going to use my arrow keys and enter. Okay, so how this kind of works is similar to, Super Hexagon. So you have a few different stages. You start out with one, and you kind of unlock them as you kind of go. Let's start with the most simple one, or the most basic, the first level of the game. I am this character, and we are going on to an adventure of running. So what we are going to do is run and jump. I'm using W, A, S, and D. I use W to power forward, jump across anything. I use A and D, to jump from side to side. I can also kind of dictate at how long or how high that I jump by holding in the keys a little bit longer to, make it across bigger chasms. I don't know. I'm so bad with, the English. I speak the language. How do I mess up this much? Anyways, doesn't matter. This game is a whole lot of fun. I've unlocked 3 levels. You can tell, right now, this is this is the beginning stage. It's the first level, so not too much is going on. Basically, it's kind of serving as a tutorial until it goes into crazy mode. You can see in the top of the right corner, I have over 100%. And after you get over 100%, the game basically turns into on Super Hexagon mode until that you do things, and please make it across. All right, so after this is kind of like the minute mark in Super Hexagon. So after you achieved that, that's when the game turns even faster, even more unrelenting, and you're just trying to survive as best as you can. This is basically how the rest of the game is going to be paced at this speed. So the first level, although super easy to get to 100, not too easy to survive after that. I got 169. You can't make this shit up. I stopped right there, 0.1 away from 170. But I say no, I don't want that. Anyways, so that is my 9th run at this, and my highest so far at 169.99. You can see my leaderboards over and down in this particular area. I'm 2,239th in the world. I'm not sure what this is, but I like it a whole lot. Over on the right side, that nice little graph that has curvatures and rotations in it, and that's really pretty. Anyways, I'm going to go back to the main menu. So that was GE for Geon. Let's go to Accelerator. Kind of like the same thing, except we are introduced now to these red things to jump on. Red platforms would probably be the best term. What happens on the red platform? Well, they fall. So if I stand on one too long, I will fall into an abyss and I will die. Another thing to avoid with those, even if you step on them for a little bit, they're always going to be falling, and so you don't want to stand too long or else you won't be able to make the jumps as far or as high as that you need to get to the next available platform. Once you fall, obviously the score stops, you kind of get whatever that is. Always trying to get to that 100% mode. Anytime that you play this game, it's always about how long that you last, but also, I guess it's less about how long that you last and more about getting over and at that 100% mark. Getting to that 100% mark unlocks the newest levels, I don't think there's going to be any achievements or anything, but makes you feel better, especially on the leaderboards. Hopefully, okay, part of this is scary because, just ran right into that, 123.79%. I don't think, is that? Yeah, that's my highest on this. Another really nice diagram of rotations and stuff that's really pretty. 123.79, my previous peak was 112.58. I'm good under pressure, apparently. So let's go ahead and hit enter. Oh god, I didn't want to do that. But we are going to go to Radian. So, first 2 levels, pretty easy. This level gave me a little bit of a tough time, mostly because it's rotating around, rotating its owl a little crazily. So it takes me a longer time to, I can't quite predict where these platforms are going to end up. And also, especially on these kind of like loop-de-loops, you can't stay running for too long. Because one, you just fall off the cliff, and two, you're gonna lose and be a sad man. Oh god, I meant to press up. Oh shit, I might hit something. Nope. There we go. So, as you can see here, I don't win every time. I don't know why that's all a straight line, but if that's how the game wants to play it, I'm about to play ball. We're also introduced to these electric beams. Oh, baby girl, bow, bow. Shock me like an electric. That's MGMT. Really fun band to listen to. Oh god, don't get electrocuted. So this one, you can tell that there is less platforms to jump on. And that is going to be something that is even more recurring as we proceed on to... If we pass this one... Actually, even if we don't pass this one, I'll show you to the level that I cannot beat because there is so very little platforms and a lot more things that can murder you throughout that level. So, about halfway through right now, I swear, looking up at that, at the meter, the percentage, that is the thing that usually ends my runs. It's because I'm like, oh, what am I at right now? And then I'm just like, oh, well, that's me not landing on a platform because I'm not looking at the screen. Jumping around. Oh god, did I make it? Yes, I did. Did I make it? No, I didn't. I fell and I got 86%. We're still only at 6 minutes and 30 seconds-ish, around there. So let's try this one more time and let's see what I can do. I beat this level because you can tell that I got to the next level. But there's always, this is like one of those addicting games, and you could, you know, play it on your phone, play it on your computer like I am, and just waste an entire afternoon. It's awesome. I will have the links, obviously, in the description to where you can download this game, or as whatever you want to do. Let's press escape and go back to the main menu. That level is a pain in my butt, but this level is even worse. So still moving crazily fast, and introduces these weird kind of tunnel paths that if you hit the side of it, it doesn't necessarily kill you. But what it does is kind of put you back on the trail that you just jumped off of. But usually, if you're already getting hit inside of one of those tunnels, you're basically going to run into something else. Woe is me, sad is the sad panda. There is so little of these blue things that I need to jump on to get my percentage up. Oh god, I'm so scared. And these fast platforms, they pass by rather quick. There we go. Finally, I get one. The good thing about this that makes it kind of alright that you got the lack of platforms and the difficulty is that the speed that you gain percentage, it just goes up really fast. I have no idea how to do this. This is crazy. It's insane. It's hard, but I never want to stop. That's a euphemism, I'm sure, and you guys can make up your own, JSmith, do it your own adventures in the comment section below. Oh god, I am so frightened. This game is pretty. This game has a really nice soundtrack. I do want to say that. I like the graphic style a whole lot. It kind of has a comic book vibe to it, or like a cell shading. It reminds me of like the what is it? The art style from like Dust Force or something, which came out last year, which was like a puzzle or just like a platformer, not unlike Super Meat Boy, I suppose. But it has like it's a simplistic art style. Oh god, I messed up and I died. It was 0 too. So after that whole run, I got nothing to show for it. But then on this one, I immediately start with a blue right in front of me. I got to be sure that I am jumping from platforms, so let's try this one more time. And if I don't do it on this one, I might go back to the last one to see if I can at least try to beat that one, because I've done it before, and maybe I can do it again. And oh gosh, it's exciting, and I'm scared all the time, and I don't want to be scared all the time. I just want to live my life like it's a Bon Jovi song. I'm sorry, Mr. Bon Jovi, but I murdered your name and your band, and I hope that you don't hate me for it. Hopefully your School of the Blind Jiu-Jitsu is going well, and I fell off a cliff and I died. 52.87. Let's go back to Radian. I'm gonna do Radian a couple more times, maybe once, maybe twice, depending on how successful. Yeah, definitely at least twice. and we'll see if I can beat this. But that is gonna be, like, that's all I can really show of this game. I've beat the first 2 levels. I haven't beat this one. I beat this one off camera. It's hard. It's twitchy. You know, mouse and keyboard, or not even keyboard. It's just a mouse, and I fell one more time. It's one of those games. It's just, all right. I was so close. I'll get it one more time. And it's always like 1,000 more times. I wonder if that is really the best way to go. I mean, it kind of goes in the circle. It makes me think that if I just stayed on one for, you know, as long as they could go, and then kind of jumped, and hopefully I can land on the one that comes out after it. I don't know. I'm not sure. Crazy thing. There's a whole lot of things that you can do about this game. All right, jump, fall, jump, jump, jumping, jumping. I'm jumping, and I missed all the platforms. That has been Boson X. That has been my quick look. Thank you all very much for joining me today. It's been a really fun game, I do enjoy it. Again, it's free unless that you want it on one of your mobile devices, and then it is $1.99. Is that worth it? It depends on how much that you like the PC version, or the Linux version, or the Mac version. If you want it on the go, you can pay the fee and enjoy happiness and falling until your heart is content. I am JSmithOTI. You can find me right here every day with a new episode of something or other, including my Week of series. Make sure if you haven't checked up with those, do that. Anyways, twitter.com/JSmithOTI, twitch.tv/JSmithOTI for all my live streaming things. That is going to be it for this time. Thank you all very much for joining with me today, and I will catch you later.